but you get to vote every single day by where you put your money. Okay, so the Women's March has happened. We have expressed how pissed off, how united, how much we want equal rights for everybody, right? But this is the problem. Protesting only does so much. What everybody's gonna have to do now is take action. And there are some things that people are saying they're feminists right now, but they're not vegan. And they're being selective on which females have rights. So female cows have no rights over their babies or their milk or anything like that. We're just allowed to rape them, and we are allowed to steal from them and use them and torture them and kill their babies for veal. That doesn't sound like feminism to me. Being a feminist is being vegan because we want things to be equal. We want peace. We want harmony. So these are some of the things that you're gonna have to do now, that if you've decided that yes, I want equality, I want some more peace. You can't have a world where people are okay with slaughtering and torturing animals. Those people are never gonna treat people equally because their brains are working differently. Things are wired different. When you take out the inhumanity of destroying other beings, other things on this planet that don't need to be destroyed and tortured and just given the worst possible time in life. Only then can you start to get people that will band together in bigger numbers than what we already had, because that's still such a few. Even though those numbers were amazing all across the world, there's still such a small amount compared to how many people there are on this planet. So some of the things you can do every single day, you get to vote every single day. I bet you never thought of this, but you get to vote every single day by where you put your money. What are you putting your money towards? Are you going to pay money for slaughtered animals and females that were just brutally treated and used and abused? If we expect people to allow us to have our bodies to not be tortured, abused, and raped and all that, then we can't be paying and going and buying cheese and eating it and participating in that. That is one of the things. With your money, you get to vote. You get to vote on the changes you want. It doesn't seem like you do, but that is exactly what it is. That is why there is a monetary system. It is your vote on what you want to happen, what you want to continue to see. You could spend your money on things made in the USA instead of things made by other people in other countries that have been mistreated, that are living in sweatshops, in inhumane conditions, torturous, dangerous, unsafe conditions, where you can pay for stuff in the US that is made at fair wages, or things from the other places that are legally fair trade and all that. Do your research. Know what you are paying for. Going to the Walmart or the dollar store and buying the cheapest thing means you are exploiting somebody. And I know in some ways there's almost no way around it anymore. But if the majority of the money you spend is consciously spent on things that you know the people that made it are doing good, they're not doing bad things, the environment, we're not tearing down the rainforest, why wouldn't you want to spend a little bit more money for that? Why are you being so cheap? I thought you cared about equality. I mean, all the protests said we did, but you have to put your money where your mouth is. You have to take action. You can't just say you're a feminist. You can't just say women's rights, women deserve equality. You need to do something about it. That's the reason why Trump got elected, because everybody spent time talking shit about Trump instead of, guess what, doing something about what they actually wanted to happen. Focus on the positive, not the negative. They should have focused on, if you wanted Hillary, you should have fucking talked so much about Hillary, all the wonderful things that she's done, what she is capable of done, how she has changed as a woman in the past years from being with her husband in the presidency, and the stuff that she might have done that people did not care for, and how she has changed and been supportive of gay rights. Because women change a lot faster than men. Not saying that the men can't change fast too, but for some reason women just change faster because we're far more compassionate. And that's what we're looking for, is compassion. But turn that compassion into some action. Let's not lose this amazing, amazing, just like energy that has been created after the march. There's just something so beautiful out there. So beautiful out there. But all of you, everybody who participated, you've got to participate in making things change, making action happen. It can't just be listening to speeches from celebrities. That is not going to change anything. Yeah, it's cool that Madonna said fuck on live TV. There's other things you can do though. You have to do things. Don't just talk about them. People spend so much of their life fucking talking. If you can't afford to make most of the things in your home some sort of more fair trade, made in America, made out of some sort of equality, isn't damaging to the environment, it's not taking the lives of animals, then have less stuff. That's why I'm a minimalist. Now I will spend $200 on a backpack that's made in the USA out of quality materials that's probably gonna last me my lifetime, instead of buying a backpack for $10 from Ross that some poor kid probably made, didn't get anything from, and it's gonna fucking be a piece of crap, and it smells weird because all of the recycled stuff they're reselling all the cheap things now have that smell, that very toxic smell from them melting down all of our old plastic, which we gotta stay away from as much as we possibly can, and creating these new things that reek. I know you've smelled the smell, because it's everywhere now. I see it everywhere. There's all different section in Ross, at the Ross here, and it smells like it. You go into the auto shop, sometimes their stuff smells like it. Go to the dollar store, the materials smell like it. It's all the chemicals. It's all the plastic. It's so freaking toxic. Fine, I will pay more money for something that isn't gonna kill me, isn't gonna further hurt my family, and will support a better lifestyle for somebody else, as opposed to somebody who is not getting to live. That, my friends, is active feminism, equality, veganism, minimalism. Make more positive choices in your life, not just the cheapest, not always the easiest. It is not the easiest thing at first to be minimalist or to be more conscious about everything. But after you do it, after you start breaking everything down and you do this, it becomes the easiest thing, because you don't know how you ever had a DVD collection of over 1,500 DVDs. I had that. Now I don't own any except for when they send me screeners from SAG. There is so much more to this march and to what all of you said you wanted than just Planned Parenthood and allowing to have abortions so we don't have a rise in crime from kids who aren't wanted, who then have to struggle and have a life of crime because they have to support themselves and they don't know any other way because they weren't wanted because of all of these things. And then Michael Moore said a great thing too. Support Planned Parenthood. Everybody that came out, make a donation to Planned Parenthood. That's doing something. But that's even just a small step. It's taking it a step further and applying it to your everyday life. And I think if you want to call yourself a feminist, you have to become vegan. There's no way around. I don't know how you can justify that you need to have cheese just because of the way it tastes. Fuck, man, I know cheese is good, but guess what? Vegan cheese is just as good. You don't know. You gotta start changing your taste buds and everything will click, man. There's no reason for you to participate in that. If any of you agree with me, comment below. What do you guys think? Like, what are you gonna do? What changes are you gonna make in your life to support this new, this new nation that you want to live in? Not the one of inequality. What are you gonna do? What are some things you're gonna put into action into your life? I know I'm always looking for new ways to change and grow now. One point in my life, I thought no, I know how things go and this is how it's gonna go forever. And now that's so insane to me because I know the only way to keep becoming a better person, live a better life, more fulfilling, fun, wonderful life is to continue to change and grow and learn and educate myself. There's no stasis in creating a new world. There should be change. There should be uncomfortability. Doing the right thing isn't always comfortable at first because you might not have been doing the right thing to begin with. So please, please pass this around to anybody who's calling themselves a feminist and then going out to eat fried chicken, or calling themselves a feminist and eating tons of cheese pizza. Like, look into what you are putting into your body and what you are paying your money for. What are you doing? You are not a feminist if you are not vegan, because feminism is veganism. There's no way around that. You have to care about every female's life, not just humans. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like this video. This might be a little bit more, some of the videos I'm going to be putting out are going to be like, subscribe, don't forget to comment, tell me what you think, and you know, like, I'm not going to censor myself. I'm going to keep going, because I believe wholeheartedly in trying to create a world that's better for everybody, not just females in America. For everybody. The animals, lesbians, gays, transgenders, bisexuals, everybody. Islamic, Asian, African Americans. There's so many different, amazing, wonderful things in this world. And if we just were like excited about all of them, that would be a great place to live in.
I can't keep quiet. No, no. Oh, I can't keep quiet. No, no. No one woman right. Oh, I can't keep quiet. There'll be someone who.
One more thing. You can say I'm extreme. You think I'm an extreme vegan, pushing my beliefs on people. But these beliefs are everybody's beliefs. Nobody wants to hurt animals. We've just been brainwashed into thinking certain ones are food and certain ones are not. Not killing things to sustain my life because I don't have to is probably the least extreme thing I've ever done in my entire life. It's the most rational.